either infiltrate or attack this this place. You're not entirely certain, perhaps, but you have gathered your allies, and apparently Bonnie disguised as Nyla, because apparently she does not count as an ally for everybody.
We was throwing
yes.
hands.
Yeah. It seems that people have convened. So. Oh, I forgot to add. Okay, yeah. Oh well. So people have everybody's convened. So now it is a discussion of how things initiate. And yes, so it's as a reminder as well. You guys have yourselves, some Zent allies in backup, some Harper allies in backup, notably Three Strings and Mert, perhaps others, but those are who you have been in contact with. And then Sam arrived with Bonnie in disguise as Nyla. Then there's also Kala, who's off sharing drinks with some of them. So we're going to pick back up with, both Ronis and Celia. You all are sitting at the bar with Clive and Mert, who is in disguise.
So, and this is stage whispering. So, why did you punch Bonnie again? Just so I know.
Well, I didn't know it was Bonnie, and you told me. Well, pretty much told me to punch her.
I pretty much told you I didn't want you to punch her because it would hurt your hand. Not that you couldn't, or
and
that you shouldn't.
Didn't.
I don't believe you.
She is hiding her hand behind her back.
Well, I guess now that you've gotten that out of your system, Celia, Clive says, I guess, how did we want to go about this? Looking to you and also to Mert, as, you know, Mert's also kind of staring him down, as you get the sense that there's maybe an uneasy alliance between the two of them, Harper's and Zent's.
So here's my plan. As fun as it was getting them drunk, it hasn't done the trick just yet. They're getting rowdy, but they're also about to, if I heard correctly, they're going to start another match soon. So we want to wait for the match to start, try pushing the drinks one more time, because after that, then it just gets suspicious. So, and then hopefully, I'm thinking we go in and just insinuate, not necessarily with ourselves, but it's not the first time we've caused two people to get into a fight because of something that happened.
I think that seems like a minimal plan. I guess there's a question of how we want to initiate things.
Well, I was thinking we try to create the biggest disturbance near the either far side or the doors, just to draw the most attention away from, because we want to sneak in to get down to where they're guarding the prisoners. Yes.
And if you've picked up that that's where they're holding them, that would make sense. Perhaps when the fight starts, he kind of nods over at Clive. Him and I and some of our fellows start a bit of a ruckus. Clive kind of snicks. It's like, ruckus. Yes. And we give an opportunity to allow some of you to slip down into the tunnels you mentioned.
That seems like a good plan. We get in there. I more or less know just the first bit because I had to do the long walk to get into the actual arena. But yeah, I think we can go down there. Definitely get the rest of our party because one of us apparently went down there to She told us about how she took Silas to the cages, right, Cordelia?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she did share.
Okay, so we know. Yeah, so we know a little bit about that. So we know more or less where they're going. A little bit of the numbers. So we gotta get our little infiltration team. We go in. We start busting some heads. We don't have to be as quiet, I don't think, because there is going to be a ruckus. I don't know if we want to wait for more guards to either exit out or do we want to just go in there and take them in.
Might be to your discretion, depending on the situation.
I'm going to take them on as they come. I don't want too many to come out and spill in here and, give you all too much trouble. I'm hoping that the worst that comes out of this is everybody starts getting thrown out for them to, quote-unquote, get control back, but really it's just going to be a big old fight, a big old mess, and then everybody's just going to spill out, as, it happens with these places.
So did you want us to frame it in a sense that it more of a commotion, less of a full-on fight? Just a fist fight that grows, not an actual attack on them, correct?
No, not just yet. Not while they got too many cards to play with the hostages. So we do this, few fights, and if they're drunk enough, they might just sit back and watch these fights instead of their own fights. In which case, hopefully by that time you'll also be able to just walk away, or say the fight's been broken up and they're leaving, because eventually they will step in to, assert that they're the ones in control as they like to do. We can simply let them believe that and back off. But hopefully by that time we've gotten everybody there, and more often than not we're either going to make our own run for it or we're going to sneak out another way.
Well, I guess my question then would be, what is your plan to get our friends out? Back the way we came, or did you have something else in mind?
If we can't find another way out, we're going to have to try and do it back the way we came, but that's when we'll need the majority of the distraction. That's why I'm hoping there's another way out. But even if there's not, doesn't mean we can't necessarily make one. It's not that hard to break a few things, we just got to find the right spot. Also, I do love to Clive, he knows about the safe house, right?
Who do you look to and ask about if
Clive.
they know? Clive.
Yeah, Clive.
No, we haven't exactly been introduced until a few minutes ago.
Fair enough.
Yes, we have a safe house at standby, and Clive shares, some directions, address, where to find it. So
We'll try and make that the meetup point, I guess, if everything goes right.
all right. I guess one more question that I had, and let's see. Let me check on something. As he's saying that, somebody actually comes back. Kala actually comes back, sits at Clive's side, kind of nudging, and it's like, well, I think they've got another round in them. Few still didn't want to take, but might at least help our case. Hey, who's your new friend here? Kind of nudging you guys and pointing over towards Murph.
Okay, I was about to say, like, new friend. Wait, I thought she met Clive. Like, no,
She
no,
met
she must be
Clive.
Mert. Yeah, she met Clive, so it must be Mert. Okay, Mert. This is just another acquaintance of ours that's gonna help us just liven things up around here.
I'm going to roll for her real quick. Really? And she's actually going to kind of step back up from the bar and kind of start stepping around, slowly walking over in his direction. Seems a bit familiar. I may have seen his face around before. Mert looks a little uncomfortable, but he's trying to stay in character at the moment. She's going to sit next to him, and I'm going to just roll for something real quick. One more thing. Okay, yeah. He's going to kind of look at her kind of through the side of his eye as she kind of sits on the stool next to him and go, well, I suppose I have one of those faces. Could I help you with something, perhaps? Kind of continuing this kind of awkward moment. She's gonna lean in real close, kind of examining him. She's just gonna say, Mert, darling, been a while, hasn't it? And you see his kind of posture kind of stiffen, and then after a moment relax and go, it's been quite some time. And we're going to jump over briefly to the other two.
I think we're still performing.
Yeah, we're still performing. Three Strings will kind of, as you're finishing up your current song, he's going to nod to the two of you and kind of whisper, I think they're in planning phase and probably start moving on something soon. Did you want to go and speak with him or keep on going up here? I'm happy to have you. But seems things will be starting soon.
I think Prisma will kind of give him a nod, and then I don't know if she's still singing her heart out, Cordelia, but you know, is she still in the zone?
Yeah, she might have like one eye open to the fact that things are okay. Yeah, we're making plans, and she'll just give a big old wink.
Yeah, it's practically a blink. Let's go.
All right. Is that a let's go as in do another song, or are you guys going to go and head up towards the bar?
Now let's head up towards the bar.
Yeah.
All right.
Get this started.
All right. The two of you... Oh. Wrong button. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Two of you start heading over. Gonna jump back over to the bar as you guys are heading over. Yeah, Kala is calling Mert out.
Ooh.
I haven't seen you in some time. I had heard about you getting unfrozen, but I guess you decided not to pay a visit. And Mert just kind of trying to avoid her gaze directly, says, I am sorry, but after I was freed, a lot of pressing things.
Garfield,
one
just
after
give up
the
the
other.
lasagna.
What is the lasagna in that metaphor, Heidi? What is the lasagna in that metaphor?
It's because he looks like Garfield.
No, I know. She's referencing he looks like Garfield. What's the lasagna in that metaphor, Heidi?
The truth?
Heck, I don't know. Yeah, sure. The truth of lasagna, lots of layers. Very complicated.
Hmm.
Mind you, I'm watching this, Prisma's watching this unfold with zero reference. This is just him walking in on an episode of Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, you guys are kind of approaching. You're getting not necessarily the setup for this, but I will also remind particularly Othronis, as she was the one that confided in you a couple sessions back. She had mentioned kind of her background and some of her woes and her life story and past relationships. I don't know if you recall, but perhaps some things are falling in place.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little. I mean, I don't know how much of it we shared. I shared a decent portion, just the bullets and just the main points, and maybe a tidbit of more information here and there. But also, I don't know how much she revealed.
Yeah, Mert kind of defends himself and says, well, things were busy. I've been trying to make up on lost time. And she says, oh, lost time. I see. That's not how I meant it. Listen, colleagues. I understand your frustration, but can we maybe do this another time? I'm going to actually roll. See how convincing he is.
Prisma just very, very gingerly over to Cordelia. I don't know what's going on, but this is juicy.
I'm just there.
Yeah.
I'm very much worried for him because redheads temper.
Yeah, so I rolled with emphasis for Mert to see how convincing he was. That was a 2 and a 20 on the die. So she was still seemingly frustrated, but she says, alright, well, it seems we've got some pressing matters to attend to, but you owe me an explanation. I understand, sweet thing. But, yes, I take it you've... He looks to, the two of you now, or actually the lot of you now, as Prisma and Cordelia have arrived, and says, I take it you've been introduced to a old flame of mine? And she kind of rolls her eyes. And we'll see how long that lasts.
Should I be worried about?
Same look in her eyes that Celia gets when she's really, really mad.
I'm very much worried for this guy because I know for a fact that left hook hurts.
See.
Do you say
Cordelia's just gonna start humming "Stand by Your Man." Just stand by your man. Just like, okay, whatever's happening.
I do very much let her know. Oh God, that's for a fact that left hook hurts.
Oh my
Give
god.
him two
If I could-
arms to cling to.
If I could put
and
this moment in a
something
box.
warm. To cling to, and she's like stumbling over the words, and she's like, okay.
Anyway, it sounds like they're starting up the next fight. Should we perhaps get ready to enact this plan?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, whatever.
And Clive actually pitches in. He's got a bit of an entertained grin on his face and says, "Not that I wouldn't mind watching this unfurl a bit more, but I did have one more question you might want to think about. And that's what we want our little Bonnie Lass doing with all this. Perhaps waiting in the wings if things don't go quite as well as we might hope?" He kind of asks questioningly.
Well,
We want her
Who
to
was he asking about?
Bonnie. Should she be involved in the fight? Should she come with you?
Oh, no, she was.
You want her to get involved at all? I suppose
Hopefully
you're-
not. But
Friend
here's the
goblin
thing:
too.
if she's not here by the deadline, they may think that she isn't showing up, and that's bad. So
It seems we still have at least a little time.
exactly. So we can't take too long with this. But I mean, if she's up for going in there herself to help us out and get her kids back and the people, yeah, safe.
Well, I guess. Do you think we should discuss this with her, or do you want?
I want to give her like a chance to cool off a little more, but yeah, I think one of us could go over there, maybe talk her.
Maybe not
Let
Celia.
her in on the plan. Maybe not
Not
Celia.
it.
Let's.
yeah, what
Yeah,
is
no.
that plan, by the way?
I'm
Okay,
actually
you
going to
guys
let you guys-
inform.
Real
You
quick,
guys
I'm gonna let you.
inform Celia and. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you guys discuss this because I need to go and use the restroom, but I'll still be listening. You guys feel free to talk amongst yourselves, both in character and then out of character. Sorry.
All right, so basically we're starting a brawl of a distraction, and then just booking it for underneath the stadium, right? Generally.
Sort of.
Or is
Sort
it?
of.
Or is it like the two bouncers here in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yeah, more or less, they're the guys guarding the door that gets us downstairs. We're trying to hopefully get them another round of drinks while they watch the fight that it sounds like they're about to start. And assuming somewhere during that fight, or before, either as soon as it starts, during, or after it ends, is when we start our plan after we've got them all, hopefully just a bit more tipsy, because I was hoping by now they'd be a little more rowdy enough for us to start our own little fight amongst themselves, but they're surprisingly not as violent as I hoped.
Hmm. Hmm. So the people that frequent a bar are good at holding their liquor. Should have seen that one coming.
Now, I don't know if these guys
Well, we
necessarily
do own one.
frequent a bar. I know that these guys recently became the heads of one, though.
What do you need for? So essentially, we need a distraction, so that these guys can leave their post, if you will. A big enough distraction for them to leave that, but not big enough that it creates a danger for the people that we're trying to rescue. Was that? So, like, we're trying to essentially create a distraction large enough for the guards here to leave their post, but not big enough that it hurts the people we're trying to rescue.
Just get their attention enough for, like, they may have to go and step in. But if not, then we can always just let it get a little bigger and more distractier. Is all I'm saying.
Distractier. That's a
Yeah,
word.
distractier. You never heard of it?
Heidi, are you cringing as much as I am?
No.
Oh, okay, because distractier. Good lord.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put something in stone here. Distraction. Who's on it?
Everyone that's not us, the immediate party, and maybe, was it going to be? Because we are bringing her with us. Actually, I should probably go talk to her. I'm going to go and talk to her and ask Zam to. Oh God, why is Zam here?
We
Okay.
should send Zam home. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I don't. We'd need to actually send someone out with him, and I don't want to.
Yeah, but
You want?
But
I can go
also-
T-Rex. You can. I can go T-Rex. Want me to go T-Rex? I can go T-Rex.
Not yet. Not. That's a good plan. C, D maybe. But not yet. Okay. I'm gonna grab a quick drink, go over to the table, and talk to them as soon as as soon as you get back. Because we do need to explain the plan. So. And technically, I do actually need to apologize because it is somehow my fault that she got punched in the face.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So then, Earthrunners, you're going over to Nyla / Bonnie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will just move my person over. Gonna go, hey, say hi to Zam. And apologize. This is gonna be awkward. Nice and awkward. as soon as I see Bonnie, I was like, so sorry about that. You're not going to believe this. Funny story, true. We were just talking about, and I'm just going to gesture to all of her, you, when you walked in. Funny that. She's going to sit down, placing her drink down, her drink, or the drink that I got her down, and give Zam a nice little head pat and say, hey buddy, how you doing?
Yeah.
I think Prisma just kind of like looks at
Already bought 'em.
Cordelia. I don't know what's going on, but we could use your guns. Your gun.
My guns.
I am
No,
sorry.
put those cannons away. I meant your rifle.
Haha.
I am sorry. I'm back. Still out of it, so I may need to end early, but I'm gonna try and go for as long as we can.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. I really wish this was not happening tonight.
No problem, it happens.
Oh yes.
So
Sorry.
we're gonna start this brawl.
But yeah, no, Bonnie looks over to you, and it's like, mostly it was just not expecting that.
Yeah, no.
Everything
You don't
all
sound
right?
Everything
Everything all right?
It'll be fine, and just maybe a few more apologies and telling her she did nothing wrong. Don't worry about it.
You cheated?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, you mentioned you all have a plan now.
Yes, if one of you
Hear
would
that?
love to be a part of it. Yeah, we're essentially
would
going
Start
to
some shit.
well
Love to be a part of it. Yes.
yeah,
Just pictures in. Hi, by the way. Excited to be here.
everybody. Yeah, it's great. Need to have the most important job. Need you to go over here to my buddy. You remember him, Clive? Just stick by close to him and that pretty lady with the red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to kill her?
Well, no. No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
She's a friend. She's a friend.
Oh.
She'll
Okay.
Take your head off with a punch. So don't do that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, she's one of those tough ladies, really the scary ones.
Like Celia.
Like Celia and, Nyla whenever she actually gets serious.
Celia.
Haha.
Yes, but more on here's the thing. Celia's not going to take your head off with a punch, she's going to set you on fire. And technically it's worse, because the head thing, it's quicker. And almost no pain. The fire thing, worst, one of the worst ways to go.
I noticed the burning doesn't seem to hurt me as much nowadays. Like I had my hand on the stove for like a full 5 seconds before I felt it.
Huh. Me and you are going to have to try some stuff when we get back, because that's almost how I figured my thing out, but I don't know how yours works, so we'll figure that out. No problem. But good news. You're going to get to enjoy fire whiskey just all the more. But we'll do that later.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, but but back to the main thing. Just stick with my good friend over there. Stick with Clive or the lady with the red hair. We're going to be doing
Make sure to
a
save
bit
him.
of... Yeah, you
Oh,
do
that
that.
takes
Watch
time
your
doing
back. Exactly, just be ready. Help him out if he needs it. Otherwise, just stay behind him. We're gonna have just in a bit. You'll know when. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Some people are gonna get loud and shouty, and then eventually we'll all leave, and we'll go meet up and catch up on what's been happening. Because I haven't seen you all day, buddy.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've hung out with you guys. You guys have been busy these past couple days.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll catch up.
Bonnie leans in. It's like, you mentioned a plan, and
Yes.
Zam gets distracted by something he's eating. The table is left dirty, and he's like picking at something that was left behind. But Bonnie just goes, I wasn't sure. I got the letter, and it said that to bring reinforcements. He admittedly saw it, and he wanted to come. He felt insisted, so I figured it'd probably be fine.
It's
He has magic now?
recently discovered that well, it'll be fine. We got people.
Never heard about that.
Yeah, it's a fun story, really. Explosions and friends with magic to help them out.
Okay.
You don't know Gale by chance, do you?
I mean, I know about wind. I don't know somebody named Gale, though. Oh, wait, do you mean, yeah, Gale, she's, she, works at a tavern down the road from the Yawning Portal. Do you mean her?
Maybe. There's an honest chance I might know that person as well.
Alright. What about her? Or was it somebody else?
This was another Gale.
Gale.
Interesting, friendly, disembodied voice the first time we met. It was fun. Thought they were a cat that was just fucking with us. A magical cat. Had wings and everything.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Wizard magic stuff. I don't get too involved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, admittedly, I don't get too involved in that too. You mentioned a plan?
Oh yeah, no. As soon as this next fight starts, I'll be trying to pass out. We've been passing on a few rounds of drinks to the, tavern patrons, specifically the brand, and hopefully get them tipsy enough for either them to start fighting amongst themselves, or we take our own little fight. Nothing too big, just enough to get a distraction going and allowing the 4 members of our little group, and you as well, if you'd like to join us, to sneak in to the back, or technically the underground, where they're keeping all the fighters prisoners and essentially everyone we're looking for.
They may be keeping them down there too?
That's the working theory. We know that's where they keep many of them, and that'd be the best place to keep them if they wanted you to, well, if they needed to make an example. So...
Alright, well, what do you need?
We're gonna go down there and try and bust them out. But, like I said, you can come with us while we try to do that, or help with the distraction out here. If there's... Also, I let her know about the safe house, and then we're gonna go meet up after.
Okay, yeah, you let her know about that. But she's basically tells you, I'd like to come with you. I want to come with you.
Fair enough. Alright, so as soon as the next match starts, we're going to start giving out the drinks, toast to the new fight, and hopefully either during or after it ends is when the plan kicks off, and that's when we make our move to go and try and get into the cells.
Alright. I'll stay by you and try not to draw any attention to myself, and I guess try not to draw the ire of Celia.
Don't worry about her. She knows it's not really you, so she'll be fine. You just need to go over there and convince her she's done nothing wrong. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Oh.
I guess I'll come over with you, or should I stay
If
separate?
you want, honestly, your choice, really. Honestly, either way will be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm
You
good
want to
with
go over
you
and say hi to
too.
everybody? Sure thing. Remember what I told you.
I gotta keep you friends safe.
Exactly. New friends. Yeah.
Should I
Company.
should I tell him I'm like his bodyguard, or do you think that might like get in the way of his ego?
No, you're a secret bodyguard. Your job is just to walk his back. Don't tell him.
Secret bodyguard, got it.
Yeah.
Make sure he feels important and like he's doing things.
He is currently possibly
we
fire
love
resistant,
him.
so
It's like your child. You know, you care for him, you love him, you lie
look,
to him.
we adopted
make him feel
a
important.
goblin during one of the dungeons. This was inevitable.
First dungeon,
It was
in fact.
inevitable. The very first dungeon, we adopted a goblin that we did not kill, and he is now a crucial part of the team. Okay, this is just how it is.
You
No,
killed
that's what I'm
his
saying.
friends, even though they were actually his enemies. It turns out he actually hated all of them because he got kidnapped by him.
That's why he's your child.
At some point, I ought to play Zan as like a character, because that would be
Like a
fun.
much older and like experienced Zam. I'd love to see that. Like, I'd love him to be a sorcerer and just like
Oh yeah,
had some
Full-time master
interesting
sorcerer.
teachers / role models. It's been interesting.
Yep. Some interesting stuff. Alright. So, I'll just select you guys, and I'm gonna say you guys all make your way back over here. Yeah, you do notice that there does seem to be a decent amount of eyes on you guys now as you formed this pretty large group. This tavern.
A cool group.
Yeah, no. And I'm just going to.
I mean- Speaking out of character here, we could always like pretend to fight amongst ourselves and then like bump into patrons, and that kind of just starts a chain reaction of fights.
I do kind of like that.
It-
And then we can push each other into the ring, and then once the whole bar fight is started, everybody, then we'll run it.
That's
God
a
damn!
little.
I like
I
it.
like it. It's dangerous, but there's also the chance that if no one else really starts to fight with themselves, all eyes are kind of closed.
Then we can.
Like,
Okay,
if that-
okay. I can throw a
That
beer
first spark
bottle.
isn't lit.
I can throw a beer bottle at the back of somebody's head so that they're like, "Hey, who threw that?" And then.
Look, we can
That-
poke holes in every single plan that we come up with.
Let's
I
just
don't know
go with
how
this
else you
one.
want to start. We can start a fight a million different ways.
We're messy heroes. Let's
I
go
just,
for
I
it.
really. Here's the problem, and I say this with unfortunate experience. The bottle thing only works if you're inconspicuous in the crowd. If eyes are already on you, there's more than a guarantee that some asshole's going to say it was him and point
Or if
directly
it's a
at you and get
Molotov
closer.
cocktail, because then that's a spread effect.
What you do is you do like a Dumb and Dumber-esque skit where you pull the bottle back and smack somebody in the head behind you. Or is it no Three Stooges, not Dumb and Dumber?
It's the Three Stooges one. And if you want to do that, I can, not having to do much except lift up the old eye patch and then look at an area, and it will just catch fire. If we want to do that kind of distraction. I'm not saying that's what we do, I'm just saying that's an option too.
I think
'Cause if we wanna
Prisma
send-
kind of has this deadpan look in his face, and then turns to Cordelia. So you want to just go push people and start a fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do, my guy.
All right.
You know what? I'm just going to ask the bartender, just send a bottle of the most flammable liquid to, just point to the opposite side of the room. That table over there that has maybe no people on it. And actually, let me look. Which table has the fewest or no people on it?
There are
have
a few
that
tables
there.
that don't have anybody on it.
Like this one right here. Who's this random person over there?
That's Three Strings.
Right, three
He's
strings.
actually
Okay, so
still
not
performing.
at three strings.
Aim right at
Let's
3
say-
string.
No, damn it, no,
He'll get
I
out
like
of the way
him.
fast.
Kill
I
3
don't-
strings.
Okay, it's either gonna be this one or this one that I'm gonna have someone send, and then I'm just gonna look at it, and then it'll combust and catch fire, and that'll be a definite distraction. But I don't want to hurt anybody yet. I mean, unless I do it like, let's say, it's these guys right here. I'm gonna send these poor bastards, who I'm going to horribly, horribly burn for just the crime of being at the wrong table. I'm gonna send them a bottle of yes, reminding myself what I said. Your most flammable
Yeah, fuck those
combustible
guys.
drink.
Which
Maybe
table were you pointing at?
My
Sorry,
what?
just to double check. Which table were you pointing at? That you're gonna send it to? This one.
Okay.
Oh, this one up
These
here.
guys, right, yeah, that one right there. Because it reminded me, we're trying to get. You guys said you want to like start a fight, jump into the ring, pretend to fight, and somehow tumble into the downstairs.
Well, like the assumption here is that it's going to be a domino effect here, but like if things advanced enough, probably go into the ring. Like you said, if you see that we need more of a distraction, that's definitely a direction we'll go. But I mean, if
Mert will pitch in and say, "Here, maybe one of you could bump into me and start a little bit of a fight, get the crowd riled up, and then after a little bit, I just throw you in."
I mean, if you guys are fine with that, that's a way to go. Actually, you know what worked? Let's just say that we're reenacting parts of the fight, and then one of us can say take a swing at you, to mimic the fight, except we accidentally make it look like, oh no, we got too close and accidentally hit you, and that's when the whole shoving thing starts.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah, cool. Okay, who wants to mimic?
What's the what? Sorry, you broke up there.
Who wants to pretend to fight? Who wants to be the person who mimics the fight, however they want to do it? Who wants to be the one to take a swing at
I
Mert?
do. No offense, Mert.
Well, I mean, either way, I could still help get things started.
I like
Let's,
to imagine she
rough.
just starts like belly bucking him, but she's just like she has to like leap like a foot in the air in order to do it. And you are a big, mean, fat man, and you need to go and get lost and blah blah blah, blah or whatever.
Wait, are you actually picking a fight with Mert? I thought you were just going to say, oh, you should have seen the fight that we're doing, swing, but you accidentally hit him for real.
just let Cordelia be Cordelia.
Nah, pick a fight.
Let her do it. Just let her go with the flow.
Well,
This is more
we're
entertaining.
pretending to pick a fight, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm just,
Okay.
part of me is wondering how long it's going to take. No, it's probably already happened, so never mind.
Just be ready to go just be ready to go to the door when you see those bouncers leave, and then we'll keep it going.
And you gotta stand by your lady, and I oughta just. I love to imagine like she starts like if she manages to like knock him over, then she just like walks on him like a
Are you-
barrel, like a little unicycle type thing.
Are you starting this fight over by the bar, or are you gonna go over towards the arena?
Oh, we're gonna go towards the arena first. Now listen. I want to show you something. That in there, she just points to the dirt. That is you, and you, sir, gotta stand by your lady. And she just starts like butting him along, and
You start fighting for Paula's honor.
yeah, or
I swear on all the Dr. Pepper in the world.
just
All right. Oh.
Yeah.
No, did you want to finish your thought?
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, by all means. I mean, either way. I guess checking in with you guys, where would you guys want to position yourselves? Because there are stands over by the passageway over here, and then there's also the passageway that's like kind of right underneath the entrance to the stands. That's in the arena itself. Where do you guys want to position yourselves as you're getting ready for this? You actually see they're gearing up to start up the next fight at this time.
Do we want to wait for them to open the doors and bring out the quote-unquote contestants? 'Cause I think we should wait for them for the doors to already be open, and that's when we accidentally get our way in.
Hey, we'll say that Prisma will be at the top one.
Yeah, Bonnie will mention, it's like, yeah, it might save some trouble fiddling with whatever lock they have. Okay, so Prisma's going up to this one over here. This passageway over here. Okay. Is anybody going to go with Prisma?
Let's see.
I'll go with them.
Alright.
Prisma is...
Have you ever seen when
that's crazy.
dogs like chatter their teeth? That's what Prisma's doing if she goes with him.
That's great.
Wait. I thought
Just
they do
gonna
that when
sit
they're
a
angry
bit
and nervous.
way away from.
Fear. It's fear chattering.
Oh. Wait, why?
We're just
Well,
gonna
I mean, look
scooch
at
over
her.
slightly. I'm not
Looks-
that scary.
If looks could kill, this entire bar would be dead.
And our job would be so much easier.
Unfortunately, no one here has basilisk sight. That's a very rare ability.
No, I think you got it wrong. I think basilisks have Celia sight. And that rolls off the tongue better.
Sight of the Celia.
Oof, I think they call it power word kill in this world.
You say
One
Pelia?
day, one day.
Pelia? That's not what I meant to say. Are you saying Celia has the pennant there?
Oh no, that's a different thing altogether. It's like it takes cutscene after cutscene to do, and this was just easier. This is more the Avada Kedavra of just sight.
Fair enough. Alright. Sorry. So, actually, let me go and get something ready real quick. Do this here. Oh, damn it. Yeah, damn it. Okay, I ignore that. But the wrong thing anyway. I should probably prep some of that stuff ahead of time. But yeah, we get ready, and we're gonna leave it off here in a moment, I think. But also just to check. So again, Prisma and Celia are off by these other guards in this entryway. Is their plan to go through that entryway once the commotion starts?
I can't speak for Celia, but Prisma's thinking is the more ways out these people have, like the more exit strategies they have, the better chance we have of getting them out.
True.
So like once you go down and this commotion starts and what have you, Prisma's plan was just to kind of keep that open. Like he'd probably go in but not too far in, just to kind of keep it open.
No, Celia's going all the way.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so they're planning on going in with that entryway, and then it sounds like the rest of you, Othronis, Cordelia, and Bonnie Nyla, are gonna try and tumble into the arena to go in that way.
Yeah. And what would I have to roll in order to like roll him and like walk on him? Like, you know what I'm talking about? The slapstick, like running on a barrel type thing as it's rolling.
Or are you trying to go over this ledge here?
Yeah.
Are you
Like
just
you're
trying to
acting?
tumble with him, or are you trying to like literally like run on him backwards, end over end, to get over this ledge and then into the pit?
No, like we'll fall into the pit and then I'll just start rolling him.
I guess we'll see at that time. We'll figure that out at
Okay.
that time.
And we don't have to. It was just a funny visual in my head.
I mean, probably athletics, probably contested,
Cool.
probably with a conditional negative on your end. I'm sorry for being small.
I'm just so tiny.
Okay, we'll get you like
You're
a
small enough.
pet or something like. This is the time where it pays to have a pet or a mount or just something big that you can just use to intimidate people. Because we'll get you like a bear or something.
Now just ride on your shoulders, Othronis. Have it ride on your shoulders.
I don't think that would work.
All right.
How do you know? Do you know physics? But it probably
No,
wouldn't
I'm
work.
not saying like I don't mean like physically it'll work. I don't think it'd be like the safest place because that's where I get hit and or punched, and I don't want her to accidentally take a hit from me.
Yeah. If you end up falling on your back and crushing Cordelia, that would not be a good time for either of you.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because if I'm fighting something and I bob and or weave and she doesn't, she might get hit.
Man, yeah, we don't want $1 million baby situation here either. Okay.
Or do we? No.
No, because like as cool as it would be to
Yeah,
have her
that's
like
right.
just shoot, like hanging from the back, shooting me with like the gun over my like shoulder. That I'm kind of a front liner, not like a back support. Like if this was possible with someone who was like in the back also or the medium, like helping her sling spells or stuff, that'd be pretty cool.
What are you saying that you and Cordelia have the Groot and Rocket team up for Marvel Rivals?
Yes.
I mean that'd be kind of fun. But the thing is, I'm not a like defense backliner or like shielder. I'm more of the charge in and punch the shit out of somebody, and I in turn get punched a lot back.
Goodness.
If Prisma goes T-Rex, then it's that team.
Oh yeah, you said that.
That would be amazing. Because
Uh,
you could totally Fred Flintstone like slide off your like back and tail while she's shooting something.
Exactly. And honestly, that's his plan too. Like, if she wants to go all the way through, that's fine. But if these guys go back to their posts, he's gonna T-Rex out of there and get, subtlety is no longer an option.
just to check.
Suddenly is no longer an option. Just fire
That's just
and
what I'm calling it.
dinosaur
He's not.
and
I don't actually know if he's
fists
that
will fly.
big. Maybe because he does become large.
Oh, right. Okay, the enlarge. Yeah, I thought we were referring to polymorph. You can eventually turn into a T-Rex with polymorph, but I think you have to be a higher level to do that.
No, yeah, no, but I'm not. No, this is just his. That's just what he call. That's just what I call it.
That's a nickname for big giant Prisma form.
Yep.
Very neat. All right. Well, as you all are getting in position, gearing up, probably hyping yourself up to some degree, you hear Neil, Cheap Suit Neil, begin hyping up this next fight. Next up, we got another entertaining one for you, folks. You actually hear he's been drinking some of that as well, so he's a little liquored up himself. So he's slurring his words a little bit. We got another fight for you. This time, man versus monster. And I'm actually going to roll something real quick.
Boo! That's what we had last time. Man vs. monster.
Ha ha ha!
No, that was the
Get
time
better
before.
at your job, hippie.
No, that was the time before. Last time was man versus woman. Which I guess if you're wanting to
I
talk
think it's
monster,
the
you
same.
can,
Oh,
but
true.
You say potato, potato, whatever.
man versus. Are you calling women monsters?
Looks over at Celia. Yeah.
Okay, here, let me roll a d4. Ah. Oh. Oh, this is an interesting one. Tonight, for our next fight, we have a beast from the savage north, all the way up from Icewind Dale, taken from the tundras, infamous cross between avian and a bear. We have a polar owlbear fighting for your entertainment. Once again, you see a handful of handlers kind of come out, kind of holding this thing down, helping get it into position. And, well, actually, no, the East should be second. I don't know. They send it out into the arena, kind of stomps and charges around, kind of looking around at everybody. And next, we have another contestant for you all. Once again, another enemy of our little pact here. I am sorry, I am looking for a token. I know it's around here somewhere. Okay, I'm sorry, let me keep searching for this. I really need to delete some of these tokens to make it easier to find. You know what I should do is I should name them instead of just having them be random codes.
Just
I can
something about
switch
the
it up.
face of this owlbear. It looks like it's like going like, oh my gosh, can you get me like a diet Pepsi? I just keep looking at it. It looks so
Did
sassy.
you guys really capture it, or did you just go to the mall?
It was getting its claws done.
Does this owl bear actually know about this fight, or does it think that it's just like got the VIP seats?
Guys, you have got to get off my ass for all this. Alright. Another enemy, and a perhaps familiar face. We have a known Harper fighting tonight. And you see stepping out is a worse for wear Rainier. He does not seem to have noticed you, at least at this time, as you are standing currently behind him.
Crap.
But he is comes out wielding two blades and stands ready for this fight. And that is where we're going to leave it off for tonight, I think.
Oh, poo. Dang, they're just out here kidnapping
Poo.
everybody.
Well, he was one of the ones that were actively kidnapped.
Rainier needs to stop getting kidnapped.
Yeah,
This is a running
this
trend
point-
with him.
At this point,
Like,
it's
buddy.
just a cake for him now.
yeah. Honestly,
Mhm.
like this is just a full-on running gag. He is like constantly damseled. He is constantly getting kidnapped or taken prisoner. And
That's so rough, buddy. You're now the Daphne of the group.
At this point, like I said, at this point, it's just a kink. So let's call it what it is. Disgusting.
getting kidnapped. Okay, if that's what you want to call it.
But yeah, God, we're like, and I'm saying this not as I'm saying this as me, not as Prisma here. I did not see the owlbear coming. Are you sure this is a good thing for Cordelia?
Yeah, because if I
Listen.
know her the way I think I do, we may have to adopt this thing.
Oh my fuck.
Oh my gosh, that would actually be really cute. She could ride it into battle. Oh my god, yes. Stay focused, Cordelia.
I mean, I will say this is a bit, not a full-grown one. I will say this is not a baby owlbear, but not a full-grown one.
Oh, so the Teen Valley Girl voice that we gave it is pretty accurate then.
I think its name should be Stacy.
That's not my name.
You can name it Stacy if you wish.
My goodness, Stacy, where did you go to? Why, your feathers, they just shine. They are beautiful. Who does your fur feathers?
And all you hear is
And she just pulls
just
out
trying
a
to think.
comically large nail file or even like a rasp and just starts like filing her claws. Just like, yeah, tell me all about it, girl.
oh my god. Prisma would probably join in on the gag.
I'm going to share the art for the owlbear. I'm actually also going to share the art because I found another piece of art that I think is even a better fit for the Velociraptor.
Ooh,
Take it
very
out.
cool.
Okay, see, now I have to get him. I have to go and find and get him. Because he's perfect now.
He looks so cool. I want to own him. Wait, you want
Here's
to
the
own
thing.
a black creature?
No,
Joke,
I
I know.
need
Ooh, slippery slope there.
I need to get this guy because I need to train him, and Zam will be his rider. Zam on this like
Ooh.
Velociraptor, hurling his magic.
That
the
would be
most
sick as
badass
hell.
thing. But I need to
Mess
save
up.
/ capture this guy first.
Where are you going to keep him?
I'll figure that out later. Don't worry about it.
Don't discombobulate my plan with your logic.
That is a problem
Woman.
for later Orthronus, and later Orthronus will make a solution.
That sounds like a problem for not present Orthronus.
I may or may not have to make like a makeshift stable cage in the back of the troll skull, but don't worry about it. Nobody has to know.
Probably facilities somewhere at the city that you can house him.
Probably something like that. Don't worry about it.
This is fun.
This has been fun.
Next
I'm excited
time
that
we will
things are rolling.
definitely be getting things into things at Ernest. I'm sorry that it's been slow moving, but I think we're also having fun,
Mm-hmm.
and that is what counts. I mean, could go. I don't know. I was gonna say we could go a little bit farther, but and then I could show off the map that I was working on. At least, well, not entirely, a little bit of it.
We don't know if we're actually going to get there because now the thing is, I don't know if Cordelia's going to want to leave the owlbear, or our friend, and totally not forgetting about Rainier. Totally not forgetting about Rainier.
Does the owlbear look sad?
You know what? Roll animal handling.
Okay, listen,
Animal
this
sadness.
is something I'm actually good at, so. Alright.
Roll for sadness.
16.
And let me roll for sadness as well.
Oh god, I can't believe that. Roll for sadness.
Well, I rolled to see whether it's sad or something else, and it's something else. That something else seems, at least at the moment, rage.
Yeah, understandable.
This unyielding rage.
Yeah, that's about it.
This is a new feeling. Pride in someone other than myself. Too bad it's overshadowed by this unyielding rage.
Good times, unyielding rage. Ugh. Sorry.
Are we boring you,
Well,
sir?
this has been fun.
No, again, just yawn. I can yawn whatever.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Oh, no. We've been over this before.
Yes, but like, it's fun. I'm just messing.
I'll stop messing with you when it stops being funny. That day is not today.
Uh-huh. Evidently. I am looking forward to next week.
Same.
Yep.
And looking forward to Wednesday this week.
Anticipate it being quite eventful. Yes. Got some interesting things to be wrapping up on Wednesday. Not that it'll be, wrapping up forever, but not that I'm anticipating that we'll get very many definitive answers on stuff. But
I mean, look, we've got the wrap-up, and then we've got the what happened to Mel story, which I'm going to assume is going to be when we do wrap things up, that's when we get the story of, so you'll never guess what happened after you guys left. And that's when we flash back to Mel's tale. Like Tiny Tina style.
Yeah.
God.
I believe in Mel enough to shift the genre of the world around her to be like 10 times as more whimsical, and I do not want to think about the alternative.
Death?
I'm excited.
Because I have no problem with her retelling this tale Alice in Wonderland style. Just, with the over-exaggerations that, like, I was a giant-ass bird that flew to the sun.
It was warm.
Yeah. But then I had to crash into a mountain because I turned back into a tiefling, and apparently tieflings can't.
Well, I mean, some.
Well, at least that one can't.
I mean, I can. Although I've been told if I get wings, maybe.
We finally get to do the pet one shot.
Woo!
I'm excited for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, my stats for Nyx are very basic. I want to see, yeah.
For Calatrus.
They're pets. We never, they're still our
Everyone's
starter
stats are
Pokemon.
basic.
We never train them.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
still our starters, man.
yeah.
Ember's still my little Torchic. I never taught her anything. She has yet to evolve.
Calatrus is evolving into. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a creative name for an evolved version of Calatrus, but it's not coming off to me off the cuff of my head.
Calicat.
I'm imagining like a lion or a tiger or something. I don't know, but I can't. I'm not thinking of.
You can go the
Well, that's
Digimon
my
route and
question.
just make him and turn him into a gun.
Oh, it's Saurus
I was
Rex.
gonna ask, is Calatrus only a 2-stage evolution? Because I assume she had a 3-part.
Yeah, from Alley Cat to Tressum to I don't know. We'll see where she ends up.
I know, because I assume she has the basic 3-step, then a mega evolution.
Mega evolved Calatrus. We should have sent Calatrus against the, Hunger and Feet. Would have been a good XP for her.
Yeah, no, we
Should
gotta
have
start
taken
training.
both at the same
pets.
time, right?
We really gotta start training our pets, because we're taking them with us. on these dangerous ass adventures, but we're not really letting them grow.
Yeah. Sorry for
Yes,
killing your
actually.
lion, by the way. I know we've kind of been over that before, but just feel like it's worth saying again. Sorry. I guess that's not really Mercis, that's I'm blanking his name. Marlin.
It'd be Marlin who lost the lion. I do miss good old Lionel. He was a
Unfortunately.
great companion for like, I think he only lasted 5 sessions.
Yeah. Sorry.
He was a familiar with no physical ties.
Hmm. I'm excited to share this map that I created with you guys.
Yeah, me too. All the underground.
Yeah. Which also, I mean, I will share if you haven't picked up on it already. I created a new map for the underground. Similar layout, though, to what you guys saw before. So that information is still, relevant. Just a bit more updated.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
And customized.
Well, I'm excited to see how everything goes on Wednesday, and we're wrapping up.
Woo.
Would Centurion be making an appearance?
TBD.
There you go.
Ah.
Oh, right.
Spoilers.
I was gonna ask, that campaign you're working on, if I wanted to, just for the sake of argument, wanted to play a Cobalt artificer who's basically been trained by the Yautja.
So you would be native to this new content.
Yeah.
Yeah. So native, but was kind of like taken or snuck aboard a ship, helped kill one of the Xenos, and the other guys decided to train the little guy who only goes up to like their knees, but can still scrap. So, but same rules apply to him. He has to earn his kills and not get murdered, otherwise, he dies. But he has. He's very much trained himself. He has earned that honor.
Oh my god, Heidi, yes.